Welcome back to this new video of the now world-famous series How About Living in? Le Pays de Fayence is a natural region located on the eastern edge of le département du Var, the Var state.
We were lucky to find Fabrizio Carminati and Laurent from FRH.
Here we are in Fayence, a little jewel nestling on a hillside facing the Esterel Massif. Fayence and its narrow streets, its pottery, its four du mi-temps, an ancient bread oven dating from the 16th century. Be reassured, the bread in Fayence doesn't date from the 16th century. You have the Porte Sarrazine, which was the town's main entrance, the 11th century Roman chapel of Notre-Dame des Cyprès also to visit. The origins of Fayence date back to the 10th century. The present-day village was built in the 13th century around its seigneurial castle. The Lord of Fayence being the Bishop of Fréjus, and the village was protected by ramparts. However, during the Gallo-Roman period, the population lived in the plain on the site where the chapel of Notre-Dame des Cyprès still stands today. We're standing now just at the clock tower, which is the highest point in the village of Fayence. The clock tower is just right behind me, was built in 1807, and it's just close to the place where the castle was, which was destroyed in the 17th century. And from there up you have a fantastic panorama. Let me show you, it's absolutely breathtaking. But Fayence is also a paradise for gliding enthusiasts. The Centre de Vol à Voile de Fayence-Tourrettes is well known to glider pilots, as it is the leading gliding center in Europe. If you want to take to the skies, this center offers introductory flights so you can discover the Pays de Fayence from the air, and that must be absolutely gorgeous. So here I am on Place du Taureau. Maybe I'll wait for the bells to stop. I'll be back in a second. Here I am on the Place du Taureau in Seillans, one of France's most beautiful villages, labeled Les plus beaux villages de France. In the past, this square was home to an oil mill. It took on its present form in 1724 with the construction of a wash house and a fountain in its center. The two rocks juxtaposing the square were hidden during the Middle Ages, but in the 1950s, the medieval houses were demolished and the rocks revealed. As other villages in the Pays de Fayence, Seillans has also been a favorite destination for many artists, including Max Ernst, Dorothea Tanning and Stan Appenzeller, whose works of art adorn the streets and the premises of the tourist office. There are no words to describe this beauty, so I'll let the images speak for themselves. Saint-Paul-en-Forêt is a village situated on the edge of the Massif de l'Esterel. It is named as such because most of its territory is covered in forests of maritime pine, holm oak, heather and cork oak. In fact, there was once a flourishing cork production industry here, as well as a glassworks, which prospered until 1974. Speaking about glasswork, did you know that the demi-John was born here? History tells us that Queen Jeanne I of Naples, familiarly known as Reine Jeanne, stayed in Saint-Paul, and the glassmakers gave her the name to a large glass bottle, a demi-Jeanne, which has this shape, that in English becomes John. So that's it, demi-John. God save the Queen. The King, of course, the King. Formerly known as Sanctus Paulus de Gallina Grassa, meaning St. Paul of the Fat Hen, the village became independent from the commune of Fayence in 1824. The village is a haven of nature, surrounded by woodland, and offers a multitude of natural walks and excursions, with the options of enjoying a picnic by the river Indre or Lac du Rioutard. There is also a botanical trail created in 2007 by the Respire Breathe Association. This sign-posted discovery trail around the Lac du Rioutard features around 30 information panels, enabling you to discover the local flora and fauna. The main role of the lake is to act as a water reserve to defend the forest against fire. So we are hiking a little bit around the lake, le Lac du Rioutard, which is so in the forest of Saint-Paul, as the village we just saw before. And Nice lake, nice little lake, quiet. You can picnic here. I saw some guys going around the lake mountain biking, and yeah, super nice. Now guys, you know I do dangerous things for you, so I'm gonna go under this tree, and don't know the name in English, a tilleul in French, but let me get, it's full of bees. I don't know if you can hear the sound. I don't know if you can hear the sound. And this is incredible. This is show you how natural it is here. I mean, you have so many bees that are working in this tree, and wow, and this really shows we have to protect our planet. They're so essential for our planet. Incredible. There are probably thousands of bees here on this tree. Amazing, really.
Évidemment de nourriture et de boissons. Mais l'art, la culture, tout ça, ça fait partie des choses qui nous enrichissent et qui nous font progresser, qui nous font grandir. Et remède, pourquoi? Parce que je ne sers que de la cuisine maison, que des produits frais, que des produits que je travaille dans le respect des produits. Alors je ne me prends pas pour un grand cuisinier, je suis un simple amateur de bonnes choses et je veux juste les partager. C'est tout.
You get it, guys? You get it, guys? So if you come to Bagnols-en-Forêt, you come to Les Remèdes de Bacchus, and you meet Jean-Louis?
Yes.
Jean-Louis, Les Remèdes de Bacchus. There's a man who is passionate about his work, and the food was excellent, and the wine's very good too. And the wine's very good too. You're welcome, my friend. So at Les Remèdes de Bacchus, I had a fantastic dessert, Cupo Santo. It's ice cream. Was calisson ice cream, lavender ice cream, melon ice cream. Lime ice cream. Sorry. And it was with a lot of grappa, and so I will try to keep on doing this video as best as I can. So, Bagnols-en-Forêt is a village to the north of Fréjus and on the eastern slopes of the Estuarial Massif. It is an invaluable position that provides much of the charm of the village, with both the coast and great deal of beautiful scenery close by. I call it the suburb of Fréjus because it's here that many of its inhabitants chose to settle. In fact, in 31 before Christ, the Roman Emperor Octavian had the small port of Fréjus enlarged to accommodate his ships. As the climate in Fréjus was unhealthy at the time due to the marshes, some of Fréjus' inhabitants fled to the hills and set up in Bagnols on its fertile, healthy plain. The current village was built in 1477 by Urbain de Fiesque, Bishop of Fréjus, by around 30 families from Pieve di Teco in Liguria, the city to which Bagnols is a twin, after a period of desertification lasting 80 years. But Bagnols-en-Forêt, like our previous stopover, is all natural landscapes framed by forests with plenty of walks to discover, breathtaking panoramas of majestic ridges that dominate the landscape and offer panoramic views all the way to the sea. It's also on these walks that you can discover the remains of prehistoric occupations such as the Mureon Cave, occupied by humans as far back as the Bronze Age. Here you will find traces of our ancestors dating back to 12,000 years before Christ. This monumental site was carved out of red volcanic rock next to the river Blavet. The Gorges du Blavet are a small wooden canyon through which flows a stream bordered by red walls 80 meters high. They are a cool and pleasant place to take a walk, but also an extraordinary spot for climbing enthusiasts. Bagnols-en-Forêt is also a twin city of Pieve di Teco in Liguria, the Ligurian region in Italy. And just by the way, if you're looking something there, we can help you too in the Ligurian hinterland.
C'est génial ça.
C'est top, c'est top. Justin, est-ce que tu peux nous répéter ta magnifique phrase?
La magnifique phrase, pourquoi je fais ce métier-là? Pour ne pas avoir peur d'apprendre des autres. Voilà, pour divertir et partager.
Et voilà, not to be afraid to learn from the others. And that's Jocelyn from the same place, les Remèdes de Bacchus in Bagnols-en-Forêt.
Exactly.
Exactly. There we go.
Thank you, Salah. Thank you. Thank you.
So we've showed you the 9 villages of the Pays de Fayence, of course. We went through the little narrow streets of the villages. As you can see, they're very, very charming, very French, very Provençal. We call it actually the Provence d'Azur, the region here. We're going to talk about real estate prices in a moment, but I just wanted to tell you that as you may see behind me, you can see some of the houses. I will give you a closer look. And the good thing about here, of course, is that you can have houses with quite nice land, so like 2,000, 4,000 square meters of land, or maybe more too, and which is more difficult to have now in on the other side, in between Cannes and Menton, because of course there is the density is more high than here. So here you still have land. Of course, not everything is not everything is constructible, but you can find land to build here, and you can have nice plots. And that's it. Our tour of the 9 villages of Pays de Fayence is over. Wasn't it beautiful? What's your favorite village? Tell me in the comments. And I think we have to cheers to that. I hope you really enjoyed this nice tour of the 9 villages of the Pays de Fayence. Cheers! After this long tour around 70 kilometers, which enabled us to appreciate the different facets of the Pays de Fayence and the history of its rich territory, let's talk about real estate. What average budget should you count on if you want to settle here in one of the 9 villages of Pays de Fayence? Well, the good news is that you have a wide range of prices depending on where you are looking to buy. Some of the 9 villages are more fashionable and therefore more expensive, but I guess there is a house for every budget in the Pays de Fayence. So, let's see what's in the market. I will mainly focus on houses, as that's what you want to buy here. 9 villages, 9 houses, 9 different prices. This is what we are going to see. This selection doesn't mean that Tourrettes is the most expensive, it's just a selection. Let's start in Mons with this cozy 5-bedroom house of 150 square meters with land of almost 1 acre, enjoying a great open view, sold by AB Canton de Fayence, at 449,000 euros, or around 3,000 euros per square meter. We're up to Saint-Paul-en-Forêt now with this nice 4-bedroom house of 160 square meters on a plot of half an acre, also sold by AB Pays de Fayence at 599,000 euros, or only around 3,700 euros per square meter. And here we are in Bagnols-en-Forêt with this beautiful fully renovated 6-bedrooms house of 198 square meters on a 1 acre land. You can see it's just been renovated. The garden is still to enhance. It's sold by Coldwell Banker for 795,000 euros, or around 4,000 euros per square meter. We move now to Montauroux for this beautiful 4-bedroom stone house of 220 square meters with a bit more than half an acre of land, sold by Agence du Haut-Var at 899,000 euros, or around 4,000 euros per square meter. From Montauroux now to Tanneron. Let's discover this 5-bedroom typical Provençal style Bastide of 186 square meters on a plot of half an acre, sold by Redman Estate just under €1 million, or around 5,300 euros per square meter. Now let's fly to Callian for this very nice Provençal style 5-bedrooms villa of 285 square meters with land of 1.2 acres, sold by Luxury by Blue at 1,365,000 euros, or around 4,800 euros per square meter. Let's teleport ourselves now to Seillans for this charming 4-bedroom stone house of 229 square meters and more than an acre land, sold by Redman Estate again at 1.8 million euros, or around 7,900 euros per square meter. Now to Fayence for this spectacular stone Bastide mixing tradition, luxury and modernity. This Bastide with 7 bedrooms of 260 square meters on a 1.2 acre land is sold by L&G Prestige Immobilier at 2,490,000 euros, or around 9,700 euros per square meter. And finally we end up this real estate tour by Tourrettes with this magnificent villa located inside the private domain and golf of Terre Blanche. This luxury 5-bedroom villa of 235 square meters with 1 acre land is sold by Savills at a price of 5.7 million, or around 24,000 euros per square meter. Terre Blanche is a world apart in the Pays de Fayence. You might wonder if you can find a house for a small budget in the area? Yes, you can! I'm Barack Obama. Yes, you can. Like this 3-level cozy village house in the Tourette village of 106 square meters, including 3 bedrooms, no land, sold by agents API at 285,000 euros or around only 2,700 euros per square meter. There you are. Yes, we can. And now it's tip time! When buying a house, don't forget to check the natural risks that can impact the area like flooding, forest fire, landslides, etc. The seller is obliged to provide you with a diagnostic made by a certified professional that will point out those risks. The notary is also responsible to inform you about the content of this report. However, sometimes it's good to inquire at the very early stage, like we did for one of our clients. Let me tell you the story. So we're viewing this nice property in Aspremont, a little north from Nice, with a client who are assisting in finding their dream house. When the agent, super reassuring, tells us, oh, you know, the good thing is that, no, let me do it again. Oh, you know, the good thing is that you are in a non-construction area, meaning that the neighbors cannot build a swimming pool, so you won't be disturbed by pool parties. Our question, why is the area non-constructible? Agent answer, oh ben, c'est comme ça, hein? Translation, well, that's the way it is. Why are you asking, you dumbass? Of course, that rings immediately a bell to our ears, and we decide to inquire. After some calls to the town hall and some documentation reading, also from the town hall, we discovered that the area is declared non-constructible by the town hall, as there is no fire hydrant to which the firemen can connect their hoses. So, to limit the risks, new builds are forbidden. But that means also that my clients would not have been able to rebuild the house if it was destroyed by a forest fire. They would probably be reimbursed partially by the insurance, maybe, but they would be the owner of a pile of ashes. So we kindly advised our clients not to make an offer for this house. What we did, I can guarantee you that no other agent would do it in the French Riviera and probably France. This is why we exist, to prevent you from making big mistakes. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave a thumb up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Stay tuned for the next video. I think we will go back to Nice for another neighborhood, and then we will continue our tour towards the south and towards the west to discover the glamorous Saint-Tropez. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye now. Bye. Oh, hey. Look at that, the neighbors. Ciao, hey. Hello. How are you guys? How you doing? Bah. Doing good? Doing good? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. No? No? Ciao. Ciao. Oh my God.